Are you looking for a podcast about the removal of a prized Sith Lord?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh. Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I am good. You know what's just ended?
What's just ended?
The Oscars.
Oh, that was on last night. So we haven't, like, in the real world where we're recording this currently, we have not had the opportunity to watch that episode because, of course, we record this much earlier than the Oscars has aired.
Oh man, I was gonna play it so good and be like, and the winners were, and then just like cut in the stuff, and they'd be like, whoa, so timely.
That's too professional for us. Y'all know that we're not that timely.
But we at least did something for you, so.
Yeah, so we're gonna leave this space here, and Robert's gonna edit in some stuff where we say like who won.
Yeah.
So just to recap it, if Robert wins, tell the people what I have to do, what we have to do.
Yeah, because I even put me in it. It's not just for you. But we gotta hurry up and get on the Lord of the Rings train. Like, I'm ready to get this out of the system.
Yep.
So we gotta, like, at least watch the three. The main ones. No Hobbitses.
Yes.
Just the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yes. And if I win, you have to watch Labyrinth and The Princess Bride.
Which, I love Labyrinth. I think it's a great movie.
Good.
But I've literally seen none of Princess Bride. And it is kind of in the vein of Mary Poppins for me right now.
Man, I don't know why you don't want to watch that movie. You have this, like, stance.
I don't want to, like, not watch it, but it never popped up. And everybody that gets mad that I haven't seen it, they've never offered to watch it with me. They just go, "You've never seen it?" Like, they expect me to just go off on my own and watch it. So,
God.
No, I've never watched it.
Okay.
But I will gladly watch it with you, but I don't know if I'm going to love it like you guys do, because I didn't watch it growing up. You know?
I think you will. This movie is accessible at any age. We have also opened it up to patron participation. So if anybody in the Patreon would like to write in your picks, you have, I mean, this is after the fact. You should have did it already. We have a channel specified in the Patreon Discord. If you want to get your picks in there, you have to beat both of us. And if you do, then we'll do your punishment. We have one person with their hat in the ring so far. And I swear to God, I don't know what I'll do if he wins, but Ismail has said that he is going to have us watch all of the Lord of the Rings extended edition and all of the Hobbit movies. And that's just too fucking much, Ismail.
That's a lot, man.
It's too much.
I mean, I'll do it, but I don't know that I'll be happy about it.
Yeah. So
you will be so unhappy about it.
There's no timeline for those. It's just a commitment.
You know what? It's just whenever.
Just whenever. So now is when you will hear who actually won the Oscars.
Yes. Okay, so we just said, here we are with the things. Yes. I did not expect my feelings of the show to be where they are at.
So it's 11 o'clock on Sunday night. We have just watched Will Smith slap the shit out of Chris Rock.
Like, I never recovered. I was still just like, whoa.
I don't ever like watch the Oscars or pay attention to anything Oscars related except for like whatever we do on the show. But you like tweeted at me that video right after it happened, and I was like, yeah, hold on. And I've watched it. I have watched it roughly 30 times. Not even kidding. Like,
well, I thought it was a bit, and because it got cut out of like our version of TV. And then so somebody in Mexico was like, hey, here's the unedited. And I was like, oh no, I'm uncomfy.
It doesn't look, I don't think it looks planned. Richard is convinced that it was planned and it's like a bit because, I mean, they're friends.
Yeah, but like, you really think the bit would be to scream the F word on live TV?
I don't think so. I don't think
that's
a bit.
Why I'm saying no.
Yeah, it was jarring. I don't know how I could have thought about anything else if I was watching the show.
Yeah. So, but more of that to come in next week's show. Let's go ahead and get you the things.
Okay.
All right. Are we announcing winners or just tabulating how bad we did?
I think we should just tabulate, and then we can deep dive next episode on what we think about the winners and stuff. So we did have one patron submit a ballot here on what they wanted to win and what they thought would win. And so far it's looking not so good for your co-hosts here.
Yeah, so I'm just tabulating ours right now. A quick forewarning, if you basically put Dune as your only answer, you would have won.
I'm going down my ballot here. I didn't get very many at all, Robert. So.
Okay, I have the final numbers.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to double check real quick.
Oh, no.
Hang on, I'm double checking. Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
The 2022 slap is just going to live on in my memory for all time. It has shaken me deep into my core.
It shook Chris Rock deep to his... I can't believe he finished, like...
Yes, it did.
I literally can't believe how he just absorbed it and then kept going. Like,
and
how...
said, okay, well, moving on.
Yeah. I commend him for that.
Trust me. I'll have way more about it on next week's show.
Okay.
But anyway, here's the final numbers.
I hate this. I'm looking at it and I hate it.
So I would have won at 4.
Yeah.
Kelsey had a whopping 3.
Oh my God.
But because we're so gracious and this bit us in the ass,
oh my
that we allowed
God.
patrons to chime in.
Jesus.
Ismail comes in with a tremendous 10.
Because he bet on Dune the whole way down, and Dune took home, like, fucking everything.
Yeah, over double what I won. So, Ismail,
he did
you
better
are the
than
winner.
both you and I combined. Like,
yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God, we're going to have to watch so many movies. He wants us to watch all the Lord of the Rings and all the Hobbits in, like, their extended versions. I can't believe we said we would do this.
So, I can do it in a reasonable time frame. I'm just going to say good luck on how fast Kelsey's going to get that shit done. Because
we'll put it on the schedule, okay?
I know that a 3.5-hour movie.
Oh, I'm going to need to take a couple of days.
If you can watch it at home, that's a good 3 days per movie.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So anyway, congratulations to patron Ismail. You have beaten us hands down.
I'm so mad.
You're the king of the Oscars.
Congrats, Eggers.
So there you go.
And that's how the chips fell.
Yep, I'm so glad I won.
No, you're incorrect.
Who knows? Only future us will know.
You know, we didn't actually do the Oscars last year. I had forgotten that we just, like, because of COVID and how weird everything was, we were just like, let's not do it.
I literally, like, gave up on it because I didn't see any of the movies and I was all pissed off about it.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Forget this, man.
It was a very weird year last year. For so many reasons.
You know what? Let's go ahead and crack into this.
Oh, please.
And let's get going.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wispy.
Do they make Kool-Aid in a can?
Oh, man, I hope so. That would be nice.
Because that would be great to... Oh, yeah! That would work out really good. Okay, so if you are a Zeitgeister, there's just a little quick update. If you're a Zeitgeister, you've already seen these. Okay?
Okay.
I don't know if this means I'm getting older or if it's just because I haven't been to an eye doctor in like 4 years since these glasses that I'm wearing right now.
Okay.
But like I've noticed that I'm like I am having a hard time seeing that.
Starting to squint at stuff.
Not even squint. No, dude, it's so much worse. It's the whole like tilt my head way back and adjust the glasses kind of thing, you know?
No.
So I was like, you know what? I got glasses right before COVID because the glasses I'm wearing now are like 2 to 3 years before those glasses. These are like 5-6-year-old glasses.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, I'm going to bust out the ones that like I actually got a new prescription for and wear them. I see so good.
Nice.
I can see so much. But the frames suck. Dude, they're so thick. Like I said, if you're a Zeitgeister, you've seen Friday Roundup. I wore them for you guys. I wasn't happy about it. Because in headphones, the arms literally get pressed into like the sides of my head, and like it hurts.
I
like,
hate
really
that.
bad.
I feel like people that wear glasses have like so many additional obstacles that people that have the luxury of perfect vision never ever consider.
Dude, like VR is like the number one.
Yeah.
And the fact that like Oculus makes little like spacer things so that you as a glasses wearing person don't have to wear them, but you have to like buy an add-on to the Oculus.
Yes.
Normal people just get to put that shit on and have a good day.
Fucking lucky ass eagles with your perfect eyes.
God. I'm just that little kid in 4th grade with Mr. Bryant being like, Robert, did you forget your glasses again?
Oh.
Yes. I'll write the entire size of the board so you can see this math problem. But like, I've lived that way, I mean, like my whole, like 4th grade till now.
Yeah.
So what? I was like 7?
Probably.
I mean, I've lived the majority of my life in glasses. And I'm fucking done, dude.
Yeah.
I know I say it all the time, but like, I'm done.
Every year. This is the year I will get
I don't
LASIK.
want this anymore.
Yeah.
Especially now that like I decided to wear glasses that everyone says looks good on me and all that stuff, but like they hurt me.
Yeah.
Like I'm in pain when I wear them.
That's not fun.
That's not fun. Like I've always worn the thinnest frames that I could find.
Yeah.
So I've never had problems in our Steel series and stuff. And God, I was playing a game last night. So because I'm with my parents, I play in headphones every night now.
Yeah.
That's like a little double-edged sword. Like I like it because it is like right there and it sounds pretty good.
Right.
But I like to feel my sound. Like I want to like feel the bass hit in the room when I like, do whatever.
Right.
So I kind of miss the feeling of it, but it still sounds good.
Okay.
I mean, I like thought I was bleeding on the side of my head.
Oh my God.
Like it hurts. It hurts so bad. I've never had to deal with this and I hate it.
That's some bullshit right there.
Yeah, so right now I'm wearing my old glasses so I can record in peace.
Wonderful.
But speaking of that, remember the air purifiers?
Yes.
I got my thing to complete the whole kit and caboodle.
What'd you
Ready?
get?
When I saw the TikTok of the guy talking about them, he was saying, then you should get one of these. And it's like an electric air gun.
Oh,
so instead
yeah.
of buying canned air, you just get this thing. You just keep it charged, right?
Fuck yes.
Well, I got one.
Nice.
It is awesome.
Awesome?
Dude, it's so cool. Like, it blows, man.
Is it like just like a handheld leaf blower, kind of?
Yes. So, okay, when you pull the trigger, nothing happens. It like builds up to it.
Ooh.
It's like you pull it and it just goes, and then like starts.
Okay.
Right? Dude, like you can like point it at your hand and like see the indent of air.
Oh shit! So it's like powerful.
It gets it, man.
Okay.
And it's fucking cool. And it was like $60, and I know that's like a lot, but the amount of like canned air cans that I've gone through, I've probably spent that already.
Probably.
So it's like now I can just have this forever. I'm not wasting the cans, no more, because I know they used to say like pressurized cans is what caused the ozone to break down.
Oh yeah.
It was like
CFCs.
Hairspray cans or what's killing the world, right?
Chlorofluorocarbons.
Yeah, it's like all that shit. None of that. You just get this little thing, keep it charged. It's very cool. I love this thing. It's so cool.
That's awesome. Not sponsored, just passionate. Is it basically like a hair dryer but not hot?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I can turn it on.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it. Let's get some audio on this.
It's right here. You know what? Let me turn off NVIDIA Broadcast because this is the kind of thing it cuts out.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
So this is just wide open. Here we go. Here you go. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear shit because Discord probably cut it out, but...
Oh, dude, my audio picked it up big time.
Okay.
So I'll definitely have to mute that for you guys. But it's just like a little... like a dust buster, like the little handheld vacuum.
Okay.
You know like how loud those got? They had that like higher pitch sound?
Yeah.
It's like that, but instead of sucking it in, it blows it out.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. I fucking love this thing. I think it's neat.
Very nice.
And then my dad was like, that's so cool. I want one. So then he bought one.
Okay.
But his has a dial on it that you can change the like air pressure. I haven't played with that yet. I want to see how that works. Because like this thing is just the one heavy duty setting.
Okay. So his you can get like a light blow, like a whoof. Or like
I'm like, what if I just need like a light one? Like, because like my keyboard, I really don't need to just be like, oh, just like screaming at it, you know? I don't know. I'll have to try it out. But I finally got that too. I am all dust ready now.
Can you get in like nooks and crannies with it though? Because like the bottom of the mouse, you know how you get a cat hair in there or something?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's my worry about it.
I mean, it's got a nozzle that comes down to a pretty fine point, and it came with another one that has like a scrub brush on the end, so it's got like
Scrub Daddy
bristles on it. No, not the Scrub Daddy, but it's got bristles on it, so you can like scrub the things too.
Okay.
I'll post pictures for you guys, see what you think.
Nice.
But I like it. I think it's fucking cool.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm glad I have it. And so every night, the few pop figures that I have in here, I just keep them all nice and good.
Very nice. I made a purchase today.
Okay. What'd you get?
Man. So our house has been like, we've been making upgrades to it slowly but surely just over the course of the years that we've lived here. Mm-hmm. And one of the like major purchases that we haven't done yet is our windows.
Okay.
So we've been needing new windows for a while. Like the one that's by my office desk has like no seal left anymore. So whenever it rains, like water just comes rushing in through that window.
Okay.
There's like heat that comes in intensely in the front room where I used to podcast, but I had to get out of there because it was too fucking hot.
Okay.
So
like you need these.
Yeah, it's been something that we've like needed for a long time, and we've just been like kind of like the budget doesn't allow for it yet. So
yeah,
we finally decided to bite the bullet. We had like a window salesman come out to our home, and I thought it was going to be a thing where he like measures the windows and he tells us a price and then he leaves. This man was in my home for 2 whole hours.
I thought you were going to like, he literally changed out one full window.
He just wanted to talk about windows for 2 hours.
You don't get it, like, man. They're so interesting.
Now, like, on the other side of the conversation, I'm like, yeah, that was like 2 hours worth of information that he gave me. Like, it's been a while since I've had a salesperson come into my home to sell me a thing. And this guy, he's like one of those old-fashioned dudes. He's like, I've been in the business for 50 years. And you can tell that he, like, used to go door to door with his little suitcase and, like, you know.
Oh, dude, did he straight up get a foot in the door?
Pretty much. Like, that's exactly the type of character we're dealing with here. He was a really nice gentleman. Like, he was probably in his 70s, maybe. That's about right if he's been doing this shit for 50 years.
Yeah.
And so he is like, he brought like a huge briefcase and goes through all these like stacks of paper that's like all these stats and like this is the warranty and this is the things that we cover that the competition doesn't cover. And this is all the cool stuff and just describing the windows. And I was like, okay. And we were like about, you know, what I thought done with it. And he's like, all right, so let me go get my samples. And I'm like, what is a sample?
What does that fucking mean?
What does a sample of a window look like?
Okay, here is a Barbie's Malibu dream house, right? Now see this? This is the competition's windows. Try to open that tiny window. It gets stuck, right? But our windows, silky smooth. Try that right there. Very nice.
That's almost exactly it. So I pictured him going out to the car and getting like just a handful of window, you know, just like a smidgen.
Okay.
And he comes back in. Well, he borrows Richard. He's like, hey, can I borrow your strength? And I was like, what are they doing out there?
Here.
Yeah, pretty much. And Richard comes back in carrying like a fucking full-size window. And he just like sets it up on the table. And this window does so many things, Robert. So the first part of the demonstration was like, we're going to show you what the competition does with the windows. And so he has this like heat lamp where he puts it on the table and plugs it in and has a little heat thermometer thing. And
dude, what the fuck? This is amazing.
It was you would have gone ape shit for this. I know
dude, I would have loved it.
You would have been losing your mind over this. So this dude like sets up his whole display on my giant board gaming table, you know.
Yeah.
So we've got like the fucking heat lamp pointed at a BTU thermometer, and he takes this pane of glass and he's like, so this is what you'll get from your competition. And he sets the pane of glass down and it like takes down 10 degrees off the BTU meter. Okay. So we started at 100, then it takes it down to like 90. And then he's like, but you can get a double pane window. And he puts another pane of glass down. It takes it down to 80. And then he's like, you could get some different coverage and stuff, and like puts all these different filters. And we have like 5 layers of window between this heat lamp and this BTU meter.
Okay.
And we've got it down to like 60% or whatever. So like, you know, it's taking off a lot of good stuff. And he's like, now this is what you'll get with us. And he takes away all that shit and puts like the sample window in front of it. And the BTU meter falls like totally to 0. And I was like, this is fucking magic. Like, you're kidding me. And I thought it was like a trick or something, you know, with the, like he's got a remote that shuts off his BTU meter or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you can feel it. And so he like gives us the window to hold, and like you put your hand on one side and it's cold, and you put your hand on the other side and it's fucking boiling hot.
Yeah.
And it was such like an old fashioned.
I would have lived for this, man.
You totally would have. It was such like an old fashioned, like full on showroom display situation happening in my living room. I know.
How did you know? Why didn't you Skype me or something? Be like, dude, just sitting here. And I'd been like, whoa. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was like your Bose experience in the Best Buy place.
Oh, man, I lived for that one.
God. So we had to replace 8 windows. Oh, I didn't even tell you what his fucking sample window did. Okay. So he brings a sample window in, and like he shows us all the different ways this window can open, which is more than you would think. So like the panel pulls up like a normal window, and then the top panel can also pull down, so you can have it open at the top or the bottom or both at the same time if you should choose. And then if you want to clean your windows, full disclosure, I've never cleaned my windows because like I don't want to go outside and crawl behind my bushes with like Windex and newspaper and all that. So they're just cleaned by the rain. But these windows, you can like, so it's so weird to explain. So like,
don't even tell me. You can like revolve them.
It's
like turn them around towards you.
So you have like the bottom panel and the top panel, and instead of like sliding it up or down, you hit a button and it turns it into like a hinge, so you can hinge it toward you. Okay. So you can like access both sides of the window.
Like it tilts into you, or like just turns sideways?
It tilts into you.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like you're folding it down. It was...
Gotcha.
It was so bizarre. It was like an eldritch horror. The window was moving in ways I did not comprehend.
You know, we just had a whole discussion on Discord, like, as of recording today. Yeah. But, like, last week about how I'm, like, turning into, like a dad or whatever, and I'm sitting here fucking like, these windows sound fucking dope.
Windows are fucking dope. I've never felt like more of an adult, you know, like listening to a guy making a presentation about windows and being like, wow, it really does work. Like, man.
Oh, dude, like, I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, please keep going.
So, man, it's just got everything. So, like,
But, like, okay, can you do the little crank and, like, do, like, one side out at a time kind of thing?
What do you mean?
You know, there's those windows where, like, you can, like, turn the little crank and they open, like, outward, kind of like...
Oh, like the
windows
European
on, like,
style.
a truck. Yeah.
Okay. They do have a model that does that. We went with a basic model, which still does all this crazy shit. he talked about like the manufacturing progress, about how they like trap argon air between the panels so that it dissipates the heat and shit, and that it has a continuous metal seal. And he had cross sections of the framing of windows to show us. And I was like, this is fascinating. He's like, this is where the insulation goes, and this is where this does the heat thing. And I'm like, this is just tubes and wires, and I'm fully enthralled.
Okay.
So we had to replace 8 windows. I don't want to say the price out loud on this show, but I will type it to you. What would you pay for 8 windows?
I mean, dude, it's going to be a lot. Geez, dude. 8 windows?
Yeah.
I'm going to go low to what I think.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's probably... I mean, I think it's got to be more than this. Hands down.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Yeah, I know that. Because I'm thinking per window, is it this? That math is... Well, let's do this. Okay, so I was getting close.
You were getting close. Because he was so nice and such a salesperson, he knocked it down, as they do.
Of
to
course.
This much.
Oh.
But we still had to, it's a whole loan. It's just another loan that we have taken on in our lives. And, we were at a place where we had no more loans, So,
I don't think I've ever said this out loud, but if we're going to type stuff right now...
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. So I guess I never did tell you.
No. Oh my god.
Well, if you're going to share that with me, I shared that with you.
Thank you for sharing. Money is so weird to talk about as an adult. I don't...
Well, here's the thing. They know we'll do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
There's no hard cap on I'm just not going to do that, because at the end of the day, you need windows.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people want something to love.
Pretty much, yeah. And they're not even going to start installing the windows until 4 to 6 months out.
Jeez, because they have so many, or just because they're oh, well, these take a long time to make?
So when we were talking about it, the guy was like, so pre-COVID, we were running, I asked him, how long from now can you start the installations? Because we're hoping, next week they can get in here and start fucking making window changes.
because you definitely want it for summer with that heat dissipation.
Right? That argon gas. But, yeah, he's like, we always started before COVID, we were 4 to 6 weeks out, and I was like, oh my god, that's terrible. And he was like, well... Now it's 4 to 6 months out, and I was like,
oh, that's terrible.
So, yeah, we're not gonna have windows for a long time. They said 4 to 6 months, so hopefully we can get them in before August. But
okay, so that's the heat side. But what do they do for cold?
They do the exact opposite for cold. So they keep the cold out and keep the heat of your house in, Robert. I've never been so pumped about windows in my fucking life.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've heard, commercials on the radio and stuff when I was doing my radio stints of, people talking about windows and stuff. And, I see commercials from time to time, and I'm like, are windows really this intense?
Apparently.
And you have, confirmed that for me.
Yeah. This brand of windows that we're going with is, one of the top ones on the market, and the dude was like, this is the only one that you'll ever see listed in real estate ads. They say our name when they put our windows in.
Okay, man.
All right, I believe you.
I'd be like, you got me sold, old man.
Yeah, he was a fascinating creature, and I wanted a fucking door too. I wanted a patio door, and I was like, hey, while you're here, can you just quote us for some French doors, because I've always wanted nice French doors for my patio. And he was like, that'll be $12,000, and I was like, maybe not. We're not gonna do the door.
The stuff that people do for homes is insane.
I know, fucking for real.
So I know none of this is in our topic suggestions, but we were looking at homes the other day just to kind of look at stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're making any moves right now, of course. The market is so bad.
Fucking crazy.
But we found this one out. Taylor was legit we need that today.
Okay.
It was like the nicest house I've ever seen in my life.
Where was it at?
It was in Carrollton. It was a fucking nice place, dude. It was like phenomenal.
What did it have?
It was just nice. Like it just so I'm only looking at 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
To have like room for game room, podcast, all that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But just like the kitchen, because like kitchen's really big for us too.
Yes, gotta have a good kitchen.
Taylor wants a good kitchen. And it was a good like L-shaped kitchen, you know? So you get like tons of good space, and it had like a nice little island bar.
Fucking love an
on
island
one
bar.
end. And that was in like just against like a giant living room. There was a whole like office space just off the front door. The stairs like don't just go up, they like go up some little landing, turn around and go up again. So minimal like
footprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the master bedroom had a legit office through some French doors.
Oh, cool.
Just off of it. And then there's like 3 bedrooms upstairs. And it was just like it was just a lot.
Yeah.
But it was so pretty. I will send you the listing just so you can look at it.
Dude.
But it was like phenomenal.
I go on Zillow for fun, and I'm just like, what's available? Like, we're not moving anytime soon because the housing market is so fucking ridiculous. And especially in Texas, like, it's not a good place to move now. It's just absolutely nuts with the people, especially in our area, because all the Californians are moving here to be workers at Toyota. Yeah. Because Toyota just opened a big-ass factory here.
Yup.
This perhaps is not interesting to people that are not local to us, but man, is it a big fucking deal here. Like
I tried to get a job there.
Every house, like, in my vicinity has suddenly turned into an Airbnb. And I think it's Toyota buying them up, and they just, like, rent them out to people while they're here to work.
Probably so.
And it's ridiculous. I hate how many of my neighbors are like a revolving suite of people. Like I can't get to.
That is weird.
It sucks. I can't get to know any of them. I don't get to like learn their schedules and shit. It's been like a time. But I go on Zillow and just stock houses for fun. I really love to see.
I threw this one in there for you. You can take a gander at that as you want.
Look at them fucking vaulted ceilings.
I found. I saw a TikTok.
Okay.
It was of a guy talking about houses, and he was like, look at this listing. Every single room was mirrors.
Oh, gross.
Even the kitchen, like, it just had mirrors.
Imagine cleaning all that.
Built everywhere. The cabinets were just mirrors.
Terrible.
The bed frame had mirrors on it.
Why?
I don't know. The whole house was nothing but mirrors. And then they go to like the basement, and he was like, "Oh, look, finally a room with no mirrors." But wrong. I just realized all the mirrors that they used up there that maybe didn't fit, they cut off slivers, and they're just built into the wall. So there's just tiny like inch long mirrors lined in the walls.
I don't like that at all.
It was so many mirrors. And I was like, this is what people do with their money to their homes. Somebody was like, I want to see myself from every angle all the time. And they built that. And now that house is stuck that way until somebody gets rid of that.
God. What a mess.
And it bothered me very deeply.
That's like the fun part about having a house, though, is you can do whatever the fuck you want in there. Like you can...
That is true.
You can plaster your walls and mirrors and nobody can tell you otherwise.
But this house... These people did an excellent job, and I will take their work. 100%. Yeah.
I'm in love with this bathroom in this listing. It's like got that huge garden tub. I fucking want a garden tub so bad.
I was actually really into the stairs. There's a little landing off to the side that's just like kind of empty space with like a flat piece.
That's very nice.
I was thinking you put a little round shelf that connects the bit of the stairs to that, and Tenzin has a place to walk around and then go lay on that upper piece. And just like go. Chillax and stuff.
Little Tenzin hole.
Yeah. I have come back and looked at this listing several times.
I mean, honestly, it's not a bad price either for the square footage.
I know. But anyway, so yeah.
Fuck. Homes.
But anyway.
Anyway.
I'm so stoked for your windows, and I would like a demonstration once they are installed.
Oh, once they're in, I'm inviting everybody over, and you're all going to listen to me recreate this
see my windows?
going to show these things off.
You know what, guys? You just need to be strapped in. This is a hell of an episode.
Yeah, it's going all over the place. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I just mean we still have big topics left.
I know.
So let's get into the first one.
Okay. So.
Because that next one's going to be quite a beast.
You have been telling me about the show Love is Blind. And I can't remember if we've talked about it on a previous episode yet or if it's just been pre-ramble stuff. But I have fully watched season 2 and I am halfway through season 1 right now.
Yeah, dude. It's junk food for the brain.
It truly is. At the top of this, can I just tell you my major problem with this show?
That it's too engaging.
So I don't know if you've noticed this or if it's just me nitpicking it, but every single conversation that these people have, you'll get a minute, 90 seconds of conversation, and then just suddenly this swelling ballad of just and they're in love.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna be in love. And I'm just it's too much. And I just
every scene starts with a musical intro and then fades out to one.
It's so much. It's like someone is backdooring a demo CD. They're just sneaking in their singles into Love is Blind because it's never a song that I've actually heard. I don't want to believe these are actual songs.
So then, did you notice this in season 2? Because I don't think season 1 did it as hard, but during almost every fucking interview for season 2, they would have the camera panning around the person while they talked, but it would be behind stuff, so there'd be blurry leaves of a plant in the way, and you're what the fuck is happening?
Someone's getting proposed to and you feel like you're watching from the jungle sidelines.
Yeah, or there's just little tea lights and the light is blooming out to half the frame, so you're I don't know who's talking.
I can't see who this is.
Season 2 did that all the time. I hated it so much. I did
too, yes. But aside from its problematic cinematography and the shitty soundtrack that just won't quit, the show is addictive. And I just I had to watch it back to back to back to back. And I don't normally do that with TV shows.
Because you can't. You gotta know.
Step away from it. They always end you on a cliffhanger. Is that couple gonna break up? Are they still fighting? Are they okay? Is he gonna leave the engagement?
So you did season 2.
Yes.
Who was your favorite couple?
Ayanna and Jarrett, for sure.
Yeah.
They were so cute and perfect. And Jarrett's dad, when he was I'm going to marry my baby off because I'm a pastor, I was these people love each other so much. And they just accepted Ayanna into their life and their home, and they just love her so much.
I was so into Shane and Natalie, for real, though.
I
thought it could have worked.
I went back and forth on them because, they were so hot and cold. Natalie was I think she was awkward, but also at the same time overconfident.
That's what I was about to say. She was very sure of her stance and stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know how you can be both of those at once, but she was.
Did you see her eyeballing him?
Yes.
The entire reunion? She never looked away.
She was staring at daggers into his face.
Yeah, and it wasn't I miss him. It was I swear to God, if that dude fucking looks at me, it will melt him with my laser vision.
Yeah, so you had told me previously that Taylor thought, when Shane and Natalie broke up, it was left up to, very mysterious circumstances. There was a fight, and we weren't sure what was said. But it was, Natalie kept saying, Shane said that he hates her.
Me.
Yeah, she he hated me, and I was the worst thing that ever happened to him. And that's kind of where they left it. But Taylor...
that's it. That's all they give you.
Yeah. And Taylor said that she picked up on maybe in the heat of the moment when he was drunk, he hit her or something.
Yeah.
And I never really picked up on that.
See, I didn't think so either. Okay. So Taylor's... Because I brought up there's no bruising.
Yeah.
He would have hit her literally 10 hours before the wedding day stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had hit her, there's no way to cover that up the next day.
Yeah. And
so Taylor thought maybe he either broke something or like shoved her somewhere.
Maybe. He was always kind of like a physical person, but
I felt like he was too much of a big baby. Like he
Yeah.
always went and pouted.
yeah, like if he had gotten physical, it would have been like he kicked a couch or something.
Yeah, because I
But-
mean, he was like, I'm embarrassed. I can't hit a ball. Everyone else hit a ball. Ugh.
Fucking ball! I'm just so mad at myself. Sal's never played baseball in his life. He's got tight pants on.
This is the worst night of my life. I didn't hit a ball. Ugh.
Does Shane not remind you of like a sun bear?
Yeah.
God, he looks like he's so creepy. But
I love him. Dude, okay. I like him.
I
do.
don't know where I sit on him because like I kept going back and forth on their whole relationship as on both of them as people. Like Natalie seemed like a nice, decent person that just like
I mean, I did
couldn't-
too.
yeah, she couldn't like make words work for her. I don't know. She was always
Yeah.
too far one way or the other. And then Shane just like kind of the same. Like he didn't know what he wanted out of Natalie. Did he want somebody to be nice to him all the time, or did he want someone to be playful with him all the time? Like
Okay. So here was my thing that I picked up on. Remember when he said he spends $2,000 a month on food?
yes.
I think his food is drugs.
Oh my god.
I think he claims it was food,
Oh
but
my
really
God.
he meant I'm spending $2,000 on like crack cocaine.
Who knows?
That's why I can't close my eyes right.
One of our good friends and patrons, Ferdinand, said in the
Putting this in
Discord.
here for you for later.
He said in the Discord, it looks like he can see the future, but he can't tell anybody about it.
I think he sees the future and just doesn't know what it means. He's just like, what is that?
God, the Shane and Shayna both just they were too much, and I can't stand them.
Like, okay, he like won me over, and then he lost me. But then like he won me over and never lost me again after the whole Shayna came and like tried to get him.
Shayna is such a terrible person in this show. Like
And
could
he
not.
was so respectful and was like, I'm not gonna discuss that with you. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do that. And then she called him a fucking joke, and like he kind of went and cried to his girl. Was
Yes.
like, "Am I a joke? Am I stupid? Like, what's the deal?" And I was like, "This dude is such a little teddy bear."
Yeah,
I like him.
I really hate what Shayna did. I think it sucked the
She's
whole way
so
through.
bad, dude.
Yeah, Shane is basically just a golden retriever puppy inside of a meat suit.
Yeah, look at this photo of her, man.
It's just her face. Just constant, like, judgy Christian eyes.
But like when other people, she did it to certain people. Some people would talk, and it's like if she wasn't interested, her eyes would be open, normal, and fine.
Uh-huh.
But like if she like wanted to listen in, it was like that was like her honing in, just like. All right, so you're in season 1 now, though.
Yes.
This girl, Shayna, she is nowhere near Jessica, right?
Right.
So far,
Yeah, not... Yeah. Jessica's a whole piece
she's
of work.
a punk.
Yeah.
She's a punk.
I mean, so far, what I've seen of her, she hasn't tried to meddle in anybody else's relationships yet, but I'm only in...
Oh, just wait, man.
Yeah, I'm only in, like, the Mexico parts. They haven't gone home
Okay.
with each other yet, so...
So that show's different than season 2, because season 2 they kind of let you go home to like your own home. I think
Okay.
they did kind of move them into their own place, right?
They went to, like, a weird apartment that was, like, neither of theirs for a couple of days, and then after that,
okay.
they were like, we'll go show each other our apartments or whatever.
Yeah, season 1 they legit like move them all into the same building and just say live here for a month with each other.
A whole month?
It's something like that. Like it's a long time,
Whoa.
but like they legit spend a lot of time in this like third place living situation. You know, it's like nobody's place. It's like a place to learn if you can live together.
Okay.
And I felt like it was way played down in season 2.
Yeah. I feel like that would be the smart thing to do. Like, you move them into a neutral space. Like, that's what you do when you're trying to
That's
introduce
what I thought.
two cats to
Yeah.
each other. Get them in a neutral space.
Would you recommend the show to more people?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I hate it, but I love it. It's so bad and so good.
And now you saw the like ending to season 2 where they pitched their other show.
That was the most
How did you
awkward
feel?
bullshit. First of all, I hate the premise for that show. It's just like, these couples are ready to get married, but like one of them might cheat and we're gonna try to make it happen.
Yes. It's a horrible premise.
So bad. Like, nobody wants that. It's the
opposite of Love is Blind.
Truly.
And it's still their show, so I was like, come on, guys. Like, you had like a good show and like you're literally just making true garbage now.
Yeah, total trash.
This show at least has something going for it.
It's compelling. You know? Like, it's a good experiment, like, to see whether or not love truly can be blind. I think it's an interesting premise. And man, we could do a whole separate podcast as like a watch along, you know, for this.
For real.
Every episode has something new and something different, and it's hard to not like kind of see yourself in some of these couples and try to figure out like how you would react in a lot of these situations, you know?
Well, that's like I said, how you get to see so many just like human moments.
Yeah.
Things that you would do, things that you wouldn't do, you know?
There was one moment that drove me absolutely nuts. I don't know if you've seen this or not. It's when Giannina and Damien are on a boat in Mexico. Have you seen that part?
I don't know.
So they're like on their honeymoon in Mexico or whatever, and so Damien is saying like it's nice to just relax and get away from reality for a minute, which is a typical thing, you know, a person could say on vacation. And Giannina is like, "What are you escaping from?" And he's like, "You know, just like the everyday life, you know,
God,
just
this is so Giannina, man.
Work and drama and everything." She's like, "Drama? What drama? What are you trying to escape from? There's drama in your life. Why are you escaping it? Why is reality so bad for you that you have to escape it?"
Yeah, I did not see that part.
And he's just like, "It's just a saying, you know, I'm relaxing on a boat, enjoying the sunshine with you. We're on a little escape together." And she's like, "But if there's drama that you need to escape from, that's a problem in your life." And she just took it like off the rails.
Dude, she is a fight picker.
Yeah.
The whole time she's with him, that whole show. And I mean, I'm not going to go into it, but at some point, like, she has to be like, I should stop that.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, like, she has that realization, but, like, it happens so much more with them.
It's so interesting to watch other people, like, faults in communication and breakdowns and stuff, and you can see from both sides of it how, like, maybe one person is wrong, maybe both people are wrong, maybe nobody's wrong.
Yeah.
There was, God, the most heartbreaking part of this show for me so far. There's a guy whose name I forget now. Carlton, yes. Yep. He is with Diamond Jack, which, what a fantastic name.
Yeah.
And so he is in the experiment, of course, trying to find a wife. He is a bisexual man, and he says this to the camera crew, but he never ever says it in the pods. He's not coming out to people saying, like, you know, this is my past, and this is what I'm looking for now. And I mean, he's made it clear in all of his interviews. He's always like, I want a wife. That's why I'm here. Like, I've decided that I want the nurturing attention of a woman. I feel like that is more what I need in my life at this moment. So that's what he's looking for. And he gets with Diamond. They propose. They go to Mexico and all that. And at some point in Mexico, he decides he's going to tell her, like, I have dated and slept with both genders in the past. And she, like, does not take it well.
Not at all.
Not at all. And they kind of have like a fight, and she storms off, and then she comes back the next day, and I was like, okay, they're going to reconcile it. It's going to be great. And it is the opposite of a reconciliation, and it is not good. Like, I'm sure there's videos online of like the entire fight, and I honestly think it's kind of worth watching because they're both so in the wrong with half of the things they're saying.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you know, I feel for Carlton because, you know, he got rejected and that was his big fear.
Yeah, and like,
but as soon as it comes true, he turns defensive and reactive, and he starts prodding it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I felt bad for him.
He definitely attacks
for sure. I felt like genuine sympathy for the man because, like, he doesn't owe it to anybody to come out. Like, it's his prerogative whether or not he wants to disclose that information, you know? As long as you're not hiding some kind of, venereal disease or something, like that's what you need to tell your sexual partner, is like, if you have a disease.
Yeah.
If you slept with other genders in the past, I don't think that should matter going forward in your relationships. And when he tells her that, and she, like, what I really hated was that she was like, what if you leave me for a man? And I'm like, that is such...
Yeah, dude.
That is such a, like, stereotypical thing to say about a person who loves more than one gender. Like,
that's like the whole bi, like, fear.
Yeah.
Is that everyone's like, well, you can have anyone you want, so you wouldn't want me at some point.
Right. Like, a person is choosing you. It doesn't matter what other options they could have, If they're choosing you, they're choosing you.
Yeah. So, like, okay, a straight person still gets with a woman. He could still have, in that scenario, any other woman on the planet. So why don't he just have one of them?
Right.
Because he's choosing you. Just because he can also choose from men doesn't mean you're still any less.
Bi people are not extra slutty. It's not a thing. Yeah, the whole thing was such a mess. And then
it was really bad.
They both devolved into, like, he called her a bitch, and he was like, your wig is slipping, and she was like, well, you're just waiting for the next cock or whatever. It was really, like, violent and ugly.
Yeah, dude.
It was so bad. But during that fight, Richard was, like, peeking around the corner, and he's like, what are you watching? Like, what is
the same moment. The same moment that drew me in.
Yes. He was very interested. He's like, is this couple fighting? And I was like, yeah. And I told him, like, the whole history.
Okay.
He was he's happy that I watch it while I'm, like, laying in bed going to sleep, because then he can kind of listen in on it, but I don't think he's interested in actually watching it.
I mean, he's definitely going to get there.
Yeah.
I promise. Like, he's going to, like, hear something else and be like, so what was that all about? And you're just going to be like, man, it'd be a lot easier if you just watched it, because there's a lot to go over. And he'll be like, well, go back, like, one show.
Yeah.
So I can get the background. And then he's going to be hooked.
There's been, like, multiple times where I'll pause an episode and be like, so this is what's happening. And, like, just tell him unprompted, like, these people are fighting, these people are having a good time, these people haven't had sex yet. It's a mess.
It's such a good show. Like, you're making me want to go watch that right now.
It's so good. If you guys are not watching Love is Blind, it is just delicious junk food for the brain. And I think that if you have room in your brain for it, it's a good time.
It is a very good time. But I need you to be ready for the reunion for season 1.
I can't fucking wait. I'm going to have to, like, I'm going to watch it tonight.
It's like 3 episodes.
Oh, 3 episodes?
Yeah, the reunion's 3 shows long.
Holy shit. I'm only
Whereas
on episode...
it was just, like, 1 for season 2, and they all sat on a couch. They, like, have a party.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
And go to, like, a penthouse and do all this stuff. So it's, like, 2 shows of them prepping for the party, and then the party.
Amazing.
And, dude... Carlton's back for that too, and it is not any better. Like, it's not any better, dude.
Okay.
So we didn't really know that was out, and then we went to watch season 2, and that was out there, and I was like, well, there's like 3 more of that. You want to watch those? So we watched like all of those first.
Nice.
It's good.
All right.
Yeah, dude. Love is Blind. Take it from somebody that hates TV and reality TV to boot. For as much as I love it, I think it is up anyone's alley, because you can find so much in this show.
Truly.
It's not even just a drama show. Like, it's not like, ooh, more dramas to come. Like, you can find moments of, like, good love moments. Like, you can find happy stuff in here.
There's really cute, good moments. Like, Kelly and Kenny, they're perfect for each other, and I just love to watch their love bloom.
Like, there is so much to the show. Please watch it. I urge you to watch it.
Our discussion has not done it. I don't want to say it's not done it justice, but, like, even if you go in knowing a lot about the show, you're gonna have a good time. I promise.
There's a feeling about the show that cannot be captured in words.
Yes.
Because, like, you can say, oh, these people are cute, blah, blah, blah. But, like, when you're watching it, you get to see that love bloom, and you think about the odds of not even seeing, like...
Gives you the warm fuzzies.
It does. It's a cool show. I love the show. I think it's such a good idea. And I am so upset that their other idea is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
It is strictly, can we ruin relationships.
Right. Like, how bad can we fuck this up?
Yeah, can we... So, this is Love Blind, and now their new one is, like, can love conquer all?
I guess.
Can we, make your significant other fuck, 20 other people, and you be like, that's okay? I felt gross watching the trailer for that show.
I couldn't even finish watching the trailer. I was like, that's enough of that.
Oh, it felt bad. And then the fact that you're promoting that show with all the people you just got to fall in love.
Yes.
I was like, that's weird.
God.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, please.
I don't like lemonade.
Really?
Not really. Lemonade, me and Taylor discussed it today. It, dries my mouth out.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
And so I don't like drinking it because I don't feel
quenched.
Yeah, I'm not satiated when I drink it. I feel worse. I feel upset when I drink it. Yeah. I'm drinking it, just going, no, more, please. I'm so thirsty. It's not helping. It's bad.
It's like the Phantom Tollbooth when they eat, antipasta.
I've never read that, Kelsey.
Oh, it's such a good book, Robert.
I literally know nothing about it.
Oh, it's the best book.
Not even secondhand somebody telling me about that book would I understand the antipasta thing. I'm I've never heard this before.
Well, they eat antipasta, and because it's antipasta, it makes them hungrier.
That sucks.
But
that's rude.
He doesn't understand it. He thinks it's just pasta, so he just keeps eating it.
That's the worst.
It is bad.
I should read that book, though.
It's very good. It's like a 4th grade reading level. There's no excuse to not read it.
I know. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that little bit of the pre-ramble, you can get that full bonus episode by going on over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP and signing up to be a patron. We love you guys so much. You guys keep us pushing this stuff out for you guys. We love putting this stuff out for you guys. And if you want to be the ultimate supporter, now's the good time to really do it.
You fucking know it.
So much new merch. We have a whole new suite of stuff. We had pretty much one logo on a bunch of different items, but now we've got 6 logos, deep cut jokes from the show, all kinds of stuff on all this gear. That's over at the Yimtope Apparel store. We got a link to that in the show notes. You can go get you a Horser Apple shirt, Hammer Fork stuff, fuck capitalism, go to brunch. All kinds of stuff. So much stuff. Just lines, jokes, new logos, new just Yimtope guarantee stuff. There's too much, honestly.
It's fantastic.
You're going to be overwhelmed.
You will. And then you're going to want it all.
Yes. But if you'd like to do that again, it's in the show notes. And again, we love you guys. We love you guys so much. You make this possible. You really do. And with that, let's get you on back to that regularly scheduled content. Kelsey.
Robert.
I think it's time.
Okay.
I have been holding on to this because I wanted more time to figure this out. But I feel like we got to go full zeitgeist here.
All right.
I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's kind of small. Not many people know about it.
Little indie game.
Elden Ring.
Oh, that's the one.
Dude, I play it 3-4 hours a day.
Oh my god.
Every day.
You're deep in the sauce is what you are.
Yes. But I don't think for the reasons that you think.
Okay, so... You've been talking a lot about this game in the Discord, and you were like, okay, I have an opinion. And I was like, don't tell me your opinion, because I have an opinion on your opinion.
Okay, I had a hardcore opinion that day that I said that.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's my opinion now.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
What do you think my opinion of this game is?
I think when you first started playing it, you were going to be like, it's just another open world game. It's not that great. The hype is too big. And you were just going to be like, I don't see what's so great about it. I don't see what's drawing everybody in. But watching your journey through Elden Ring as you get more and more feral in the Discord, talking about places to go and things to get and different ways you can farm stuff and all these other things you can find. Now I'm thinking that you perhaps like the game more than you thought, but you want to beat it to spite the game, not because you love the game. And that you also think perhaps the game is too big.
I don't think it's too big.
Okay.
But you are 100% right.
Oh my god.
I'm going to beat this game, and CJ, I love you to death, dude. But this has shown me I don't want to play them no more.
Okay.
I don't want to play any of the other ones. I'm so glad I never bought them.
God.
Sekiro that I owned, that I was like, this will be my first one to try it out, right?
Yeah.
I played it for like 30 minutes, but like I just kind of wasn't into games at the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't move forward with it. I didn't even get to where like I thought it was hard yet.
Oh my god.
Like I just didn't play it enough. And then Bloodborne I did start, and I kind of got the same way, but like Elden Ring, just the way it was going and the way I got bullied into buying it by one of the patrons. I jumped in, so this is my first Souls type game,
yes.
Right? It will be my last one.
Okay.
I fully know that when From Software announces a new game, I will never wonder again. I'll be like, good for them. Those people are going to be so happy that game is out, and I will never look at it again.
See, I'm happy for you, though. Like,
I'm learning my lesson.
Yeah, you got in and you figured it out. You were like, actually, I hate this. You got in, you got out.
I don't even hate it, but it is just not what I want.
Why is it not what you want?
I don't want this. Because there's nothing, like, you know that I want my story.
Yes.
And this game is just pure skill.
Okay.
I don't know, like, because I love Cuphead, and Cuphead is this. It's the same thing. It's a pure skill game. There's really not a story. It's all about conquering that boss and just being done with it. And it was hard, and I was feral for it, right?
Okay.
But that's also, like, a platformer, which I like.
Yeah.
And I know, like, my biggest problem with the Souls games.
What's that?
They're fucking slow.
Ah.
I hate how slow I feel no matter what.
Like when you're just running around?
Everything. The game is a slow thing. Like, no swinging of a sword feels fast.
Yeah.
Even when I watch gameplay of people with, like, these monster builds, I'm still like, you don't seem agile. Like, the game is all about that pixel perfect dodging and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not agility. That's not as fast-paced as I would like it. Yeah, it's just timing. I want to be able to, like, feel like I'm just on the fly, like, boom, boom, like, chaining stuff together. But in this, it's more just like, all right, it feels regimented. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Every boss fight is a regimen. It's just, can I hit it when I need to, instead of, like, there's no real good flow to me.
Okay.
I've like never felt a flow to this game.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dodge, wait for the guy. It's a lot of waiting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of waiting in this game, and
truly
that's fine.
Like, you're just kind of waiting for the right time to attack, pretty much, right?
But that's not agility. That's not like, you can't really go on the, like, offensive as much as I would like.
Yeah.
God of War, I think the new one, the 2018 one, is the perfect amount of Souls, because when I started that game, it was a little Souls combat-y.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, ooh, I'm going to hate this game. I almost didn't play that game because I hated the combat, and they started doing, like, stats on gear and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I hate all of this. Like, this is too much for me. This is not what I want from this game.
Right.
And it's just watered down enough that it was palatable for me. Because I found out that the stats for the armor and stuff in God of War was not as intricate as I thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, so this really isn't as big a deal. Cool. I don't really care anymore. And then the combat, I got okay with. But this is all about, like, legit just... This game's like a min-max kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into that. I don't like that shit.
Richard is all about min-maxing. Like...
Yeah, this game speaks to a crowd of people.
Yeah, like, every single board game we buy, Richard can instantly pick out the overpowered character and min-max them to where they fucking break the game.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
No, that's not, like, my style either.
Yeah, I want to have fun. Just like engaging in it, right?
Yeah.
But this game is all like, it's all like planning out the game. Like, I'm not sucked into this world. I feel like I'm in this world figuring out what I'm going to do in here to just do the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm not lost in my character doing the stuff, you know?
Right.
I'm definitely just me trying to make this happen. And so it's not capturing me in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I mean...
about cheese in this fucking game.
This game is not for everybody, for sure. And I think that it's found absolutely a home in our Discord because so many people that are in our Discord play it quite frequently. Yeah. And there's always conversation and memes about it. But,
well, as you said, it's big.
It's big.
There's no ending to what you can talk about with it.
No, it is like fully a part of the zeitgeist of the world right now. It is a thing. Like, it is a cultural moment. I feel like Elden Ring right now is what Animal Crossing was in May 2020.
Yes. 100%. My TikTok is nothing but Elden Ring.
Yes.
And I've never seen the same thing twice.
Yes. Like, it's always something new.
Much. Yeah, there's too much.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's bad because you don't really have to indulge in all of it.
Sure.
You know? It's not like I said with, like, Assassin's Creed, because it's like, there's no real points on the map that I know, like, hey, I can go there and collect this thing. This game's not a collect-a-thon. Like, there's not stuff on the map to, like, wipe off the map.
Right.
There's only what you find, so I'm not feeling that side quest itch, because I don't know where it is.
Okay.
You know, like, it's not saying, here's the next side quest, so I'm not really looking for that next side thing, you know?
Yeah.
I do like it in that I can just go, this is what I want to do. Like, okay, tonight, I'm going to turn it on, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. And that's fun in it, because I kind of just know what I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to do that, which is fun. But, I mean, you know, I couldn't get this I couldn't get through this courtyard in this castle for like 3 hours. So I was just like, is this fun? Is this what I want to do?
Right. And it really makes you sit back and think, like, am I having a good time right now, or am I just doing this because I feel like I'm supposed to do it?
Well, here's the thing. I was looking for a certain boss. And it turns out I was going the wrong way, and by pushing myself through that 3 hours and I finally got through that, I'd missed where he was.
Oh my god.
So I felt anger towards spending the 3 hours, you know?
Yeah, wasted time.
And then I immediately went to the boss in 10 minutes, knowing where he was finally, and then I beat him, and it was fine.
There you go.
You know, I see a lot of TikToks where they, you know, the, like, OG Souls players come in, and they shit on people for how they're playing this one.
Okay.
Because to them, this game should be, you have like a melee weapon only. You beat everybody by just dodging and just hitting. The way Souls is. Right?
Right.
This one gives you a lot of magic and like summons. You can summon people in to fight with you.
Cool, I didn't know that.
So like, I just fought this one boss because... So basically, I went, here's what I want to do. And it turns out I had to do like a whole lot of side shit beforehand to even do the one thing I wanted to do.
Okay.
So I've spent 10 hours just trying to do the one thing that I want to do by doing all the prerequisite stuff.
God.
I would like to go over for you what that is.
Okay.
Just so you know. But like I said, I don't feel bad about how I'm playing this game. Because I'm playing this game so that I can beat it and put it away forever. Okay. Like, I'm going to beat this game. That's just going to happen.
Yeah.
And then it will be done. And I will be complete with my life. I won't be like, oh, I missed like all these... Look at all this extra stuff. I'm going to beat it and be done.
Okay.
That's my goal. But it's hard. So you know what? I don't feel bad about how I'm doing it. I've been farming runes like fucking crazy.
Okay. I've heard a lot of people are doing that.
Because it's good to do. So I've been killing this ball. Like, okay, one night, I went, all right, it's midnight. Let's kill this ball till 2 a.m.
Oh my god.
And I just killed the ball till 2 a.m.
That's...
I spent 2 hours farming runes. That was my goal. I accomplished the goal.
That is so grindy to do by yourself.
That's what I gotta do.
And you're not doing multiplayer, like, at all?
No. Because I don't have anyone to play with.
What about Ferdinand Ismail?
How to do it, though? And what am I going to do? Because then they're going to want to go do stuff. I'm like, I'm killing a ball, man. I'm going over here. No, but we should meet up, guys, because I don't even know what that's like. I don't even know how that works. But I will say this. The invasion stuff fucking sucks, dude.
I can't believe that people can just come into your shit and just wreck you for fun. Like,
so here's the deal. You know what people are doing?
What are people doing?
They're putting their invasion things around where a lot of special items are, or prerequisites to doing what I was trying to do, and they just keep people from doing what they're trying to do.
That sounds obnoxious.
There's a cave that I needed to go in to get a certain item.
Okay.
And this guy had his thing staked outside the cave, so I could never even get in there.
That's so shitty.
Yeah, he just kept, like, popping up, and it was the same dude every fucking time. He would just show up, and he'd fucking wreck me. And then I would die, have to restart. I'd go collect my runes that dropped, and oh, there he is again, and I can't get in the fucking cave.
God.
So I've been hiding from everybody.
Good.
I've just been hiding. One guy wouldn't let me fucking go where I was trying to go, so I just took off running while he was, like, loading in.
Okay.
And I went and hid on a cliff top, and I just, like, watched him search for me for, like, 10 minutes, and then he decided to leave the game.
Oh, man.
But, like, 10 minutes, I just had to sit there and wait for some douchebag to leave my fucking game.
I hate
that. So that I can play what I'm trying to do in peace.
They should really do, like, an opt-in to PvP. Like, why is that not a thing?
I know. That's the whole fucking thing. And so, I'll get back to invasions in a minute, because that's tied to some of my prerequisite stuff.
Okay.
So I killed that ball for so long, right?
Okay.
Well, then they found the best place to farm runes, and you kill this fucking chicken.
All right.
Now, if you know anything about souls, when people talk about this to you, it sounds like a foreign language. And I'm about to say some weird shit, and it makes complete sense to me.
Okay.
But you are going to be like, what? Why? And if you're playing it, probably makes sense to you too. But are you ready?
Sure.
I wanted to kill this chicken.
Uh-huh.
Because he gives a lot of runes.
Right.
But I found out, to get to the chicken, you have to kill 2 early game bosses and do a whole bunch of side quest stuff.
Okay.
And here's how I'm also cheesing it. I couldn't find the boss that I spent 3 hours looking for, right?
Yeah.
Well, I found him, and I found out this. When you go into that boss, if you talk to the... Oh, and I'm going to tell you why you'll never play this game.
Okay.
I found out that before you fight this boss, you can find an NPC somewhere in that castle. And if you talk to her before you ever go fight him, you can summon her into the fight so that's just another person fighting the boss with you.
Dang.
That's dope.
That is cool.
Because I don't want to fight him.
No.
I want other people to do it. So I had a great time. And like the hardcore Souls people will be like, that's not the real way. You didn't really beat him. I don't give a shit. I got the trophy for it, and I progressed.
Man,
I don't give a shit how I did it.
If the game gives you the option to do it, then it's a correct way to do it, right?
Then it's a fine way to do it.
It's like in Metroid, the way you can cheese that one guy, Kraid, by like jumping into his belly button or whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
If you can, do it. It's cool, you know? So, I went through the castle, I found the guy. So when I fought him... Okay. So, actually, we have to go back further than that.
Oh my god.
I wanted to kill the chicken.
Uh-huh.
But I found out that there's a special thing you can get called the Golden Scarab.
Okay.
And when you hold it, you get extra runes. So it's just like an XP buff.
Okay.
Of like 20%. And I was like, well, fuck. I should get that before I do the chicken thing.
Yeah. I've heard
So I was
tales of the
like-
Golden Scarab, but never knew what it was.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, how do I get the Golden Scarab? And it's like, you got to go find these guys. So I had to do this whole thing just trying to find them, right?
Okay.
And one of the things was that guy kept invading me, so I couldn't get past the map to get to where they were. I couldn't, like, get to them because this guy would kill me while I'm just trying to walk there. I wasn't at a cave. I wasn't at a place. I was simply trying to make my way to my destination, and this guy was preventing me. It
My God.
sucked, right? Like, I'm just trying to find a spot on the map, and this guy, like, won't let me.
That's
how annoying is that?
That's obnoxious.
That's the dude I hid from for 10 minutes until he left, and then I made my way to the place. So I find the two guys, and they destroy me. And I'm like, maybe I can kill them? And then they destroy me, and I'm like, what's a good way? And it's like, magic is a good way. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't have magic shit. Where's the best magic staff? So I went and killed that guy instead, and I learned magic.
Okay.
And so, like, I did all this prerequisite stuff to fight the first guy. I finally killed them. I got the Golden Scarab, getting 20% more runes. Life is good. Cool. Where's the chicken? Oh, I gotta fight 2 more bosses. Cool. So I fight the one boss, make your way through this whole castle to find a side boss.
My God.
And when I get in there, I straight up, like, one-shotted that dude. Like, first try. First try. Because I went in, I summoned my wolf pack that fights for you.
Hell yeah.
And I had the NPC lady come in. So
Nice.
I kind of, like, stood far away and just shooting the dude with magic, letting them take all the blows. And then he was at, like, a fifth of his health when they all died. So I was like, I just got to hit him, like, 3 times. And I did, and he was done.
Okay. Very cool.
Very easy. So I killed him. I was like, yes, perfect. Now what do I do? And he goes, okay, there's a guy that you meet at the very beginning of the game. Go talk to him. So I go talk to him, and then he tells me to warp somewhere else. So
Okay.
I warp somewhere else, and then it's like, go talk to him again. Now, the guide is telling me this. Nothing in the game tells you this.
Okay, so this is all like on an auxiliary like web page that you just have open and you're referring to.
Yeah, it said, here's the steps to get to chicken.
Okay.
So I have to talk to this guy. I do. Warp to where he tells me. I come back to where he is. Uh-oh, he's gone. Where is he now? Guide says he's, like, across the entire map, somewhere totally different.
What the fuck? Why?
That you can't warp to, so get to hoofing it.
I don't understand how like an individual is supposed to play this game in a way like honestly it feels like just stumbling into things with luck.
That's
half the
exactly
time.
what this is. So I'll tell you why you won't like this game before I continue the stupid chicken hunt.
I already
Okay?
know why I won't like this game. It's everything you've said so far.
Oh no, this is why you won't like it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I met a lady who said, hey, my dad is in this castle. Can you give him this letter for me? And I said, you got it, lady. So I went into the castle. I looked for him, couldn't find him, found the ending boss, fought the ending boss, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, where the fuck was that dude? Like, I looked all over this place. So I pull up the guide, and it goes, hey, make sure you talk to him before you kill the final boss, because if you
Oh my
do,
God.
quest line is over.
Ugh. I hate that.
That's why you won't play it, because you like to rewind and see all the different ways, right? This game
Yes.
don't let you do that shit.
That sucks.
And it doesn't even give you a hint that you could fuck it up.
Oh my God.
So, I fucked it up, and now I'll never know what happens with that.
You spent
Like-
so much time.
Like, I just won't know what happens with him.
Okay.
Now, this is unrelated to chicken. That was a whole separate, that I was just doing that on my own.
Okay.
That wasn't even tied to getting ready for the chicken. That was before I learned about the chicken.
Jesus.
That's when I finally, like, beat a first boss and was like, I'm just going to start exploring and see if I can figure this game out on my own.
Yeah.
And I kept getting, like, fucking railroaded and was like, you know what? I'm just going to start picking out, here's a specific thing I want. Let a guide tell me what I need to do to get there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even following, like, the story. I'm just following, like, I know that I want to do that, like, where's a good staff? And it says, go here and fight this guy. So I go do that. And then I get a good staff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just getting items, really, right now. But yeah, so that guy, because I beat the boss first, because it's where I wound up, I ended a whole quest line.
That really sucks.
And I was like, oh, Kelsey would hate this.
Yeah, I would throw the game away at that point.
Like, there's no way to backtrack it. There's nothing you can do. Because I did get mad one night. I had died somewhere and, like, was going to lose all my runes again.
Yeah.
So I literally just, like, turned the game off, like, right as I died, thinking that would save it, right?
Yeah.
When I turned it back on, it put me in my, like, you died animation and just let me die.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, so I can't, like, even make this game forget that I died. Okay. So, like, you just live with the consequences. This is, like, heavy rain, but you can't play it again.
Okay.
Like, you better know what you want to do the first time, unless you're going to spend another 200 hours in this game again.
Ridiculous.
So the chicken man, I beat the boss man. I go talk to the guy, warp where he wants. I go back to him. He's not there. It says he's somewhere across the map.
Again?
I just put a pinpoint where it says that he is, and I start riding that direction. I'm fighting no people. I am just like, I'm doing this. This is my goal. So I ride to him, right?
Yeah.
And I rode there, and he wasn't there.
Why?
And I was like, the guide fucking said he was there. What do I need to do? So I reread the guide, and I guess I didn't talk to the right person when I warped where it told me to. So I warp where it told me to, go back, and now he's where he's supposed to be. It's like, cool. You talk to him, and he gives you the fingers that lets you invade other people's games.
Okay.
Right? So this is where you're supposed to learn how to do that. You have to do it 3 times, which it doesn't tell you. But you have to do it 3 times. You either win, lose, or just leave. So you can just enter someone's game and just hit, I want to go home.
Okay.
You just have to do it 3 times. I decided to try to fight people. Got my ass fucked up all 3 times. Because the fucking, like, net code on this game is garbage.
What's net code?
Like, the latency between what you do and what happens in somebody else's game.
Ah.
I was killing Kelsey. I was killing this guy. I was like, yes, I might actually kill another player.
Yeah.
And then I'm swinging, and he's standing right in front of me, and my sword's not hitting him.
Oh my god.
At all. And then he's like 50 yards away, and he's charging up some magic bolt thing, and he shot my head off.
Oh my god, what?
And I was like, he was right there. And then I went into another game, and the same thing happened. Like, wherever they were standing, that's not where they were when I would swing my sword, because, like, the internet saw them somewhere else.
Okay.
I couldn't tell where the dude was.
That sucks.
And so they just killed me every time. So I don't fucking know how that's supposed to work. But I didn't have fun with it. So then you do that 3 times, and then you talk to the guy, and he goes, hey, here's a piece of cloth. Get virgin blood on it. And so now you got to go find the body that's just supposed to get blood on it.
Okay.
So you have to warp to the beginning of the game, which is inaccessible unless you can find this particular warp somewhere on the map. So the guide told me where. I put a pin in it. And that place is so over-leveled above me, it took me forever trying to fucking just ride my horse through there and get through it. I spent 2 hours trying to get in that fucking room.
That's too many hours.
But I'm getting to that fucking chicken, I decided. So I did it. I made it there. I found the warp. Sends me back to the original area of the game. And the boss, so there's a boss at the beginning that kills you and you always lose.
Okay.
Well, he's still there. So now you gotta fight him. And so I killed him. And there's a body that you see first thing in the game. That's the body that you dip this cloth into. So I dip it in the cloth, get the bloody thing, warp back to the guy, and I go, here's your blood cloth. And he goes, cool. Here's the talisman. And then you warp using the talisman. You wind up in some other area. And then it's way over-leveled above a normal person.
God.
So you just have to, like, figure out how to ride through the people and not die. But because it's the chicken rune farm place, guess what? There's a dude waiting to invade your game, so you can't make it there.
Oh my god, Robert. Why are you playing this game?
Because I want to say I did it.
Okay.
And then just leave it behind.
Set fire to it at that point.
I may sell the fucking game when I'm done with it.
Wow.
No, I won't. I'm gonna keep it and then tell my kids, like, this is the only one of these you ever need to play. Never think of another one. Here you go. Enjoy. So I had to fucking figure out how to get away from my invader dude yet again.
Yeah.
And finally, after like 30 minutes of that fucker, I did it. I got to the chicken place.
Yay.
And my plan for the next like 3 days is spend like 2 hours a day farming the chicken. And I'm going to get so fucking over leveled that I'm just going to like cakewalk this fucking game.
All right.
I am going to say, now that I'm beefy as fuck, where are good armors? Where are good weapons? And I will go get them. And then I'm just going to let a guide tell me where to go, and I'm going to fucking end this thing.
That sounds like a grind.
But all I wanted to do was get to the chicken, and it's taken me 3 days.
My God.
So, like, 6 hours of, like, 2 hours a night. Like, okay, here's this step, here's this step, here's this step.
Yeah.
I'm there now. When I beat a boss in this game, they say, like, the whole point is, you know, you feel that, like, oh, like, I did it. Like, I finally conquered it, and you feel so fulfilled.
Yeah.
I'm just like, cool. Am I done yet? Am I closer to the end? I have not felt that, like, euphoria of, like, my skill triumphed the game. I don't have that feeling.
It's because you're playing it wrong.
I don't want to play it the right way.
God.
I don't want to.
The anger that you feel toward this game reminds me of how I felt playing Control. Like, the descriptions you're giving. It's exactly how I felt. I was like, how can I make this game absolutely painless?
Yeah. I'm going to do it. Like, I spent money I didn't want to spend on it. So, like, I better play it.
Okay.
Right? I'm gonna play it. And I'm gonna finish it. And then I'm done. I'll never discuss it again.
All right.
It will be wiped from my memory, but I will know that I finally know what Souls is like, and I'm not going to wonder about this anymore.
Okay.
But for the super amazing CJ, I will always want you to show me the new ones and show me the cool shit.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do the cool shit.
Right, yeah. I enjoyed looking at these games. I do not want to get anywhere near them.
It is official. I don't want to play Souls games.
Okay.
Now that I've bought this, I am like the happiest that I didn't buy the PS5 Demon Souls, that I didn't buy all the Dark Souls on Black Friday deals.
Yeah, I'm really happy you didn't do that.
Like, I'm good. Like, I've heard people talk about them. One of my favorite podcasts, that's not us, they love them, and they talk about it all the time. And I think that's what's gotten me so interested.
Yeah.
Because they're so into it. And it sounds so cool. So I was like, I want to know. But now that I do know, I am good. I want to be done.
Okay. We did get an email regarding Elden Ring. Shall I read it for you?
Yes, please. I read it the moment that it came in.
So this is from our good friend and listener, Ferdin. So he starts off, I'm so glad CJ wrote in. It made me want to share some thoughts I had. I've been wondering for a while now about what he thought about Elden Ring. So let me start off with saying that I put in about 20 to 30 hours, and I've beaten about 3 of the main bosses and more than a few of the smaller ones, maybe 6. But this was all more recent because I had to get to level like 40 to beat the first main boss, and I beat the third boss at level 75. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into initially when the game was first announced and caught my interest. The way it looked and kind of was talked about gave me a more Elder Scrolls vibe, and I loved Skyrim. And Ferdinand is not kidding when he says that. Like, he disappears into Skyrim. He melts
he has
into
played
the couch.
that game infinity times.
Yeah. So he's saying months of anticipation and casual looking into it made me so hyped by the time the release date came out, and I finally got it. Let me get on a different tangent real fast and say that isekai is one of my favorite genres of anime ever. Basically, it's where the main character is reborn or sent to a different world, which usually ends up as a fantasy world with magic and such. A lot of them have this common trope where the other world is a video game, like an RPG or MMO, where they just have to live now. Often they have a magic system like skills, techniques they can improve upon as the show progresses. Examples of this type of anime would be Sword Art Online, Jobless Reincarnation, So I'm a Spider, So What, and an endless list of others. I love this genre, I guess, because mainly the escapism is so enticing. I've been wanting a game for a while that would have these elements, like buildable, customizable characters that you can put work and effort into and just be the OP main character I've always dreamed of being. I feel like Elden Ring is that. You just wake up in a tomb and work hard to figure out what's happening and get strong in this new world. I think it takes farther, and it is a little too close to what I wanted because it's hard as fuck. It's only starting to get...
You're definitely not the OP person of this world.
Yeah. He says it's only starting to get a little easier because I'm working on my character so much and level grinding to incrementally increase my stats. All in all, it's fun when I'm actually able to hold my own, but putting in the time isn't for everyone. I wish there was a little more hand-holding like in Skyrim as far as missions and overall fluidity goes, but when I'm not rage quitting after my 10th time facing a boss that I should be able to handle 25 hours into the game, it's really fun. My progress on the PS5 said I'm 16% done. So,
I don't even know where mine is on there. I need to look that up.
Man, Richard has been fucking grinding it. I don't know if he's like beat it yet. I think he might have. He's gotten so much done. It's insane.
Have you... Okay, so first of all, Ferdin, fuck, dude. Like, I've been farming like crazy, and I was at 68 last night.
Oh.
So, do you know how the leveling up works in this?
Me?
Yeah, have you seen how disgusting it is?
I know that you, like, get to increase, like, one stat every time you level or something, right?
Yes, but, like, the runes it takes
to
do the next level,
it's always
doubles
like double.
Every time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I just pulled up how many runes it takes to get to the max level in Elden Ring, which is 999, I think. No. 999.
Yeah.
Because Richard was 200 last time I heard from him.
Right.
Do you know how many runes it takes to get fully maxed out in this fucking game?
48 billion?
It is actually 1 billion.
Jesus.
692,558,415 runes.
That's a stupid amount of runes. Like a ridiculous amount. Okay.
Math. You know I love doing math on the show.
Yes.
Here's the number.
Get that calculator.
6, 9, 2, 5, 5, 8, 4, 1, 5. Every time you kill the chicken with my 20% added to it, it's like 13,000, let's just say 450. Okay?
Okay.
I would have to kill him 125,841 times.
Okay.
And then I could be fully maxed out.
That's
last night chicken. I did it 20 times.
Oh my god.
So actually I need 125,820 to go.
So what level are you right now? 68?
Like 68. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so really this is if I was at base stats.
Okay.
But what? Let's say that's going to shave off at most 1,000 kills? Maybe?
Yeah.
I still have to kill this dude 120,000 times. Easy to max out. But that's at a maximum of 99 on each stat.
Yeah.
But there's like a soft cap built in where like your stats like kind of like rise up exponentially, like really fast, up to level 40, and then it kind of plateaus and you go up like a little bit every time.
Okay.
So really, if you bring it up to 40 on everything, you're pretty solid.
Okay.
Because every upgrade from there is going to be so minute, it's not going to make that big a difference. You would have to put in like a bunch of leveling up to notice a small change.
Jeez.
So like what one level for strength may have been at a lower one, it might be 20 levels to feel the same change, which is probably several million runes.
Yeah.
So my goal was to kind of hit 40 on everything.
Fuck.
Because I'm at like 20 on everything, I think.
And how many stats are there? There's like 8 or 9 stats, right?
Yeah, there's 8. And actually I'm 20 on like 5 of them. Because I haven't touched Arcane. It's still at like 9.
So you're halfway there on all your stats. So you have to get like...
A little bit.
I don't even... That's too many more levels that you need.
Yeah, it's too many. But I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Like, I'm literally going to spend days solely farming the chicken. I'm going to farm the chicken, man.
Be an old chicken farmer.
And actually, I did see a TikTok today that said at nighttime, he gets golden eyes.
What?
And he goes from 13,000 to 65,000.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. Because it's nighttime, he gets golden eyes, and he's worth a lot more.
Okay, fuck. Go find him at night then.
Yeah, I don't know what that... See? That's what I'm saying. Like, you say this to a Dark Souls person, and they're like, well, duh. But to your average human, you're like, why does he have golden... What does that mean?
It's because he's a night chicken, duh.
And I still don't know what it means. All I know is, that's what I gotta do.
Yeah. Ferdinand had a couple questions for us. Do you want to peek into these?
Sure.
He wonders, say you wake up in another world tomorrow. Where would you want to be? Nothing is off limits.
Oh, dude, that's easy. It's been the same since I was like 8 years old.
Sci-fi world?
No, like Pokemon world, dude.
Oh, right, duh.
Dude,
yeah.
I would so wake up in Pokemon tomorrow.
That's a good answer. Man,
Like, that is the one answer. Everyone should want to go to Pokemon.
I don't want to be a human, though. That's the thing. Like, I would like to be... Oh,
you want to be a Butterfree?
Yeah, I do. I would like to be in the Red Wall world, so I could just be like a little
mouse?
Mouse, yeah, with like a sword. That's what I want.
You know, I never read those.
I didn't either, but they just look so fucking cute.
Yeah, I've always seen the covers in school, but that's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else... I really don't know what else I'd pick.
I just don't want to be a human anymore. Take this burden of taxes off my shoulders. Let me be a mouse with a thimble. A thimble full of mead.
Well, see, you shouldn't want to do that because they're like at war. It's like medieval war rats.
That's what I was thinking. But if I was just like the barkeep, you know, he probably has a good time. Does he pay taxes? Probably not.
Dude, why don't you go be in like Wreck-It Ralph world and just be a video game character that just gets to kind of like hang out every day?
But they do like the same thing every day. I feel like I would get bored.
That's true. That's true. Okay. All right, guys. We have to think of a good animal world for Kelsey to move into. It's not too riddled with like war and stuff.
Or let me be like a scoundrel in Star Wars where I don't have to worry about other people. I'm just worried about me and the next big hit or whatever.
So you just want to be like on like a neutral planet? Oh, dude,
no.
You would totally be in the Star Wars world. Why are we even debating this?
I would really love a lightsaber.
I have a TikTok to show you before we end this later.
Okay.
But I could totally see you in Star Wars world. I don't think you'd want to go to like a labyrinth world because Goblin King will get you lost in the bog of eternal stench.
I am the Goblin King.
Yeah, but he gets beaten, so you don't want to go there. You'll get beat.
Not me. I'm
Not
too
me.
good.
I'd never bring her there in the first place.
Just stay alone in my labyrinth with my Muppets.
Yeah, I learned from that movie's mistakes. But yeah, Pokemon, 100%. Like,
good answer.
I want Pokeballs. I want to train Pokemon and live an awesome Pokemon master life. Be great.
Yeah. What kind of gym would you control? Rock gym? Water? Fire?
I mean, I love fire Pokemon, but that'd be a hot gym, man.
It would. A little furnace in there.
I mean, it would probably be fire because I would live in a like area of the world that doesn't know about like all the types that came later, dark type and fairy type and shit.
Okay, you live in like a converted volcano. It's like just fire in your world.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know what your newfangled Pokemon types are. We only have fire, water, and grass in these parts. Leave it at that.
Okay. His other question, what is your preferred character class or race? Like in fantasy games in general, I guess.
I mean, that's what I was taking as. I'm always like, just like an attacker, like main old soldier guy.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's normally what I am too, just like the big beefy one that can do the big hits.
That's me every time.
I like to play a variety if I'm like really getting into a game and like figuring out, like if I play a game over and over and over again, like EverQuest or Divinity Original Sin 2. Yeah. And Diablo, honestly. Yeah, I like to play with all the character types. I really like ranged characters. I could just throw big ass like area of effect spells, like just set the fucking ground on fire from 50 yards out. I love that.
I like getting in there, right? And just like fucking you up. And that's what's throwing me off on Elden Ring. Like I told you, I learned magic to kill this one guy because they were weak to that. And I was like, I'll never beat him my way.
Right.
So I'm like, this game's making me step out of my comfort zone too. which is good.
I
But
suppose.
I'm totally the bruiser. When I played EverQuest for the first time,
Uh-huh.
I still use this quote for like characters today. There was a guy, I guess in the first one, Champions of Norath or whatever.
Yeah.
Was that part 2?
No,
Or
that's part 1. Return to
Okay.
Arms is the second one.
Okay. Yeah, so I was playing Champions, I was picking my class, and I picked this big dude, and his description was solely, he is a tank that deals damage.
Boom.
That is the character I pick. Whichever one is the tank that deals damage.
Yep.
That's what I want to be. Every time.
What about preferred character race? Do you have one? Like dark elf, halfling, kobold?
I don't know too much about that stuff, honestly.
I just pick the one that looks cool. Like if you can have face tattoos or if you can be like half animal situation.
I mean, I'm usually a human, but when I did Skyrim, I was like, I want to be like one of these snake people. This is cool.
I'd be a kitty in Skyrim. That's what I would do.
Yeah, like I was into like the animal character things like that, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that's cool. I know like World of Warcraft had like panda people.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would have been into panda people, you know?
Are we secret furries, Robert?
No, because we don't want to like
I don't
want
to fuck
outside
the panda.
game. Yeah.
I just want to be the panda.
Like elves and it's like a little too human still, you know?
Elves are okay. I mean, they're all right.
I mean, like your difference is you have pointy ears, you know?
You
like,
can see well in the dark. Yeehaw.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah.
And like dark elves, same thing. I would want something that's like different. So when I saw like the snake people, I was like, oh yeah, well that's cool, you know.
Yeah.
But I usually go just people, just a normal human bruiser dude.
Man with sword. That's your character type.
Pretty much.
All right.
Basically, can this guy look like Kratos? I will play that guy.
Okay, that's valid. That's all we got as far as like Elden Ring shit, I guess. Man, if you guys out there in Yemtop land have more thoughts on Elden Ring, or if you have thoughts on Robert's thoughts on Elden Ring, please let us know about it. Oh, you know what? I wanted to bump CJ's Twitch channel because he has started streaming recently. He plays, Souls games, Elden Ring, of course, and he also paints minis on his Twitch. So if you're into any of that, it is the Iron Maverick with underscores.
I did watch him playing Elden Ring the other day.
He was playing it while holding his kid. It's like adding a new level of difficulty.
Oh, he wasn't doing that on the one that I watched. Maybe that was later, but I was like, all right, I'm going to watch the Master. And I was like, yeah, it's still hard looking. And like, he's good at it and knows it. And I was just like, man, I wish I had I'm like, you could see like kind of the wonder of exploring it and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, I wish I could see it that way. But yeah, he's like, it's a really good watch to see like, I don't think it's too far to say it, a professional play that game.
Right. Yeah, he's experienced. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's been playing that a long time. So yeah, go check that out. I really wish I could have caught the painting one the other day because that's like another one of those things like I know about that stuff.
Yeah.
Ever seen somebody do it or like how it works? Just be cool to know.
Yeah, they are cool. I really enjoy, like, painting minis is fun. I don't do it because my cats just, like, want to eat the paint and touch the mini and just want to be up in the business. But, yeah, it's really fun to watch.
Yeah.
But, hey, speaking of streaming, y'all know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's Streamiversary! Oh, it's April. Do you guys realize it? Well, it's not April yet, but, like, this weekend... This fucking weekend is April. Do you want to tell the people what we're doing?
So, all right, we are going to be streaming every single Saturday, all of April. So put it on your calendars now. That is the 2nd, the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and the 30th, 6 p.m. on the dot. Okay?
Yes, indeed.
It's set, scheduled. It's a standard time. You know when it's happening. Come check it out. We keep getting too many requests to do something longer sometimes.
Yes.
Okay. And I have been watching a YouTube person which I'm plugging now because I have a feeling she'll never be on the show.
Okay, so we're going to plug her anyway.
Yeah, I'm finally going to do it. I've been watching this girl on YouTube. Her name is Amber. Her YouTube is Symbalily. We'll tag it in the thing. She develops games, so I thought it was cool to watch somebody who works in games play big budget games and like go, how'd they get that texturing to work? And like, so she's an environmental artist.
Yeah.
And she goes over like, look at the grass, and she'll just stare at grass for like 20 minutes. But it's interesting because it's just like how the game gets made, you know? So like she's gone over like how they would craft certain things and all this stuff. But she's been playing a game. It got me hype again. And I just think Kelsey would like it. And she said, let's do that.
Yes.
Burden, I think you might be happy. You've said it. It's not Detroit. Sorry about it.
It's not Detroit. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. All that build up, but it's not that. We're going to do God of War 2018.
Yes.
That should take the first 4 weeks of the month. So the 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd. Those should all be God of War. We should complete it then. And then we'll have a 5th one on April 30th. Not too sure what we're doing. Probably just going to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, it might be a just chatting stream. Maybe we'll just like, hang out, do some light crafting. I don't really know. We have nothing planned yet. We wanted to leave it open and loose. If you'll have any ideas or requests.
Yeah, if you are a patron, write in the Discord anything you would like to see for that day. I mean, we have over a month to figure it out.
Yeah, we really wanted to get this new Lego set that was for Horizon Forbidden West.
Ooh, yeah,
it was
so cool.
So cool. And we were like, okay, let's do it. And then we realized, oh, it's a pre-order right now. But it's like one of those fucking big-ass long necks.
Yeah, it was the tall neck, dude. They're so neat.
Very cool Lego set. You should look it up if you're into Legos. Or if you're not into Legos.
Yeah.
I think it's neat.
So,
yeah,
we will figure out something.
We'll figure out something. Let us know your thoughts.
There you go. Put it on the calendar, guys.
Yes.
It's happening.
Every Saturday at 6. We'll see you there.
Yes. Bring us something for the 30th. Damn it.
Okay, you ready to slaughter this chicken?
I am. I got a whole evening ready for this.
All right. We wanted to remind you, of course, to please tell your friends about us and help us grow this audience. Bring a friend to Yimtope. Bring a friend to the Twitch streams. Bring a friend to your podcast listening. Hold a listening party in your house with your animals and your significant other and all your best friends. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never ever miss an episode, because we release weekly every Monday. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Every single Monday. Can you believe it? We got some merchandise about that if you're so inclined. And if you got a second to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, that helps us reach many more lovely listeners just like you.
You were talking about holding a listening party, and all I can picture is, why don't you guys get a boombox, 80s style, hold it over your shoulder, walk down the street.
Yes, please.
Yimtope down the street.
Bump that Farage.
You know what? You can go find us and friend us on social media too. Post up pictures of you with your Yimtope boombox just out there blaring it out to the world, right?
Yes.
We are Yimtope. YMBTOAP. That stands for You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. If you've got a social media place you like, we're on it. Go find us, follow us, like us, share us, do whatever you like to do on that platform. And again, you patrons, honestly, we don't know what to say every week. We just love you too much. That's all there is to say.
We're speechless.
You guys are our everything. You are our Elden Rings, okay?
You're the Shayna to my Shane.
Oh, man. I don't even know how to come back from that one. Also, don't forget that good old Yimtope email, ymbtoap@gmail.com. It's so lonely. It's so empty. It just wants a deep dive topic. It wants what you think of Love is Blind. It wants to know how much time you put into Elden Ring before you just gave up on it. It wants to know what level you are and how long it took you to get there.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. He's putting out the good jams. And as always, thank you so much for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. How many chickens is Robert going to kill tonight?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Alright guys, quick update on the chicken. I have 1,000,000 runes from killing this dude. I'm farming too much chicken.